Hello, my name is Beau, and I'm a Chelsea and Maxfield FC fan.
Hi, my name is John. I'm Beau's dad, and I'm a Man United fan.
So it's been 2 weeks since the last podcast, so it's a long-awaited one.
Yeah, had a
Um,
bit of a
we're
break,
going to
haven't we?
go through the EFL Cup results from this week.
Okie dokie.
We'll go through this weekend's Premier League games,
Uh-huh.
and next week's Champions League games, and next week's Europa League games.
Okie dokie.
And then we'll go through some of the F1 bits from last week and this week as well.
Yep.
So shall we get straight to it, Dad?
Yep, let's go for it.
So the first EFL Cup result, Chelsea versus Blackburn.
Mm-hmm.
That was played on
Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe.
Sure.
That's just right.
Yeah, I'm checking, aren't I?
So it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. It was 2-0 Chelsea.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I'm on the right page. I'm on the right page. Go for it, Beau. Sorry.
So it was 2-0 Chelsea to, I believe, Blackburn or Championship.
Yep, Blackburn Championship.
So I didn't watch the game, but I had like all the updates come through on my phone.
Uh-huh.
I thought, considering I didn't watch it, I think it was a pretty good game for us, considering it was Championship Blackburn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a tough game, that one. But yeah, good result. 2-0. 2-0.
Yep. Next game, West Ham and Arsenal. Now, we watched the replay of this yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. That
3-1 West Ham to Arsenal.
I know.
That's a bit of a shocker.
Well, I watched little bits of that. I think I watched about 20 minutes of it, and West Ham really did make a good account of themselves. They were really, really good. Take nothing away from it. It wasn't a fluke win.
Yeah. Then the last main game was United and Newcastle.
Yeah,
Now that was a bit.
Do we have to cover that one, really?
Yeah. Because Newcastle caused a bit of an upset against you.
I'm trying to hide from it. Yeah, again, I didn't watch it, but just read the news results. Where are United at the minute? What is going on there?
Yeah. I do think it's to do with, the ownership thing anymore. Because...
You reckon it's manager?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I saw a thing, I can't remember what it was on, I think it was on Facebook, that there were 4 articles, and each article was from each of United's previous managers, and the headline was, it was somewhere along the lines of the United players aren't happy with their current manager. So I think it's been brewing along for a while. I think they just need the right manager.
It seemed to me, this is just a personal preference, look, the players, I'm sure the players did this when Mourinho in the end, they just wouldn't play for him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're doing under Ten Hag. They're not grasping his system, how he wants them to play.
Yeah.
Don't know, that was just my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a manager thing. I think they're not, as you said, they're not happy with...
Going back to the game, yet again, didn't watch it, read the news reports. Newcastle were good, and they are a good team,
Yeah.
Like any Premier League team, if you're not going to turn up for a game, you're gonna get drilled, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
let's move on to this weekend's Premier League fixtures. So Saturday the 4th is Fulham versus United.
At Fulham, yes. It's a must. It's a must-win game.
Yeah.
Well, it is for Ten Hag anyway, because if they lose to Fulham, regardless of whether it's away, I think his days are numbered.
Yeah.
Literally days.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
So yeah, it's a away game for United. I'm going, even though you just lost to Newcastle, I'm going 2-0 United.
I mean, it's got to be a United win, but I'm going to be pessimistic here. I'm going to go 1-0 Fulham.
Really?
Yeah, against my own team. There's no confidence in that team at the minute.
So next game, what's the next game, Dad?
We have Brentford at home to West Ham.
We do. So considering West Ham just won against Arsenal, I'm going with a West Ham win again.
Yeah.
2-1 to West Ham.
Yeah, I'm going to second that.
You going same result?
Same result, 2-1 West Ham.
Next game, Burnley at home to Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Guilty of not paying much attention to either side really, so I'm going to have to wing this one. I'll go for a Crystal Palace win, 2-0.
Oh, I'm going for a Palace win as well. I'm going 1-0 Palace.
Okie dokie. Next game, I think, is Everton at home to Brighton.
It is.
What do you reckon, Beau?
I'm going 3-1 Brighton. Because Brighton have been doing pretty good this season, or so far.
Absolutely, I completely concur there. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win Brighton again.
Okay. Next game, City at home to Bournemouth.
Yeah, I mean, on paper it's a thumping, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
4-1 City.
Oof, yeah. That's close. I went 4-0 City.
Did you?
Yep.
Right, okay. Sorry, I was rabbiting on about that game. Next game, Sheffield United at home to Wolves.
Now, I reckon with this one, I think it's got a draw written all over it.
You think?
Yeah,
Sheffield are down there, they're fighting for it, aren't
yeah,
they? So...
I'm going 1-0.
Yeah, I'll go 0-0.
Okay, goalless game.
Goalless game, yeah. I do believe that's the first goalless game we've called.
Is it?
Yeah.
It probably is, to be fair.
We've done draws, but I don't think we've actually called a goalless game.
Yeah.
Last game?
Last game for Saturday, a big one. Newcastle and Arsenal.
Yes. Big game.
Big game.
Park. Ooh. I mean, they've got 13 players on the pitch, Newcastle have when they play at home.
Yeah.
Their crowd is phenomenal. I fancy Newcastle on this one. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Newcastle.
Okay. I'm going 2-2.
2-2.
So there's definitely goals in that game, definitely.
Yeah. Maybe I've just been a little bit generous.
Moving on to Sunday, we only have 2 games on Sunday. Forest and Aston Villa.
Forest and Aston Villa. For me, that smacks of a draw all day long. I'm going to go 2-2 with that one.
I went with a draw as well.
Yeah?
But I went with 1-1.
Okay. I just think there's goals on either side.
Yeah.
Next game is Luton at home to Liverpool.
I reckon, considering how Liverpool have been doing, they've constantly been getting wins. I reckon it's a one-way thing. It's a Liverpool thrashing. So I'm going 3-0 Liverpool.
I completely agree with you, that one, Beau. I'm going to have to agree. 3-0.
Okay. Moving on to Monday, Spurs and Chelsea. It's
big game, Chelsea.
North London derby.
Yeah. Tottenham at home, tough. Chelsea are going to turn up for that.
You think?
Yeah, Chelsea are going to turn up for that. Don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in it, so I'm going to go with 1-1.
I went with a draw, but 2-2.
2-2, okay.
So that's it for the Premier League games. We are moving on to the Champions League games. So the first game, Tuesday the 7th.
Oh, Tuesday. Oh, it's gone to Wednesday
So the first game on Tuesday is Dortmund and Newcastle. Now, we know with Dortmund, they turn up to pretty much every game, no matter who they're playing. So there's definitely goals. I'm going with 3-2 to Dortmund. I think Borussia Dortmund are just going to clinch it.
Okay, yeah, I can see your reasoning by that. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to go the opposite way and go 2-1 Newcastle.
Oof.
Very optimistic.
The last main game for Tuesday, City versus Young Boys. Now, I always see Young Boys as a team who always play against United, because that's the only fixture I've seen for the past few years when it comes to like Champions League or Europa League. I've always seen United versus Young Boys, but this time, obviously, it's City versus Young Boys. So, who knows which way this could go?
For me, I think he's got to go all out for the Champions League this year.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't got it yet, not with City. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. 1-0 City.
Oof, 3-1 City.
Okay.
So Wednesday the 8th, Arsenal versus Sevilla.
Yeah. Wow. 1-0 draw.
1-0?
Yeah.
I'm going 3-2 to Arsenal. I don't know whether that's just me.
You think there's goals on that one, do you?
Yeah. Next one, FC Copenhagen versus United.
Yeah. Yeah, again, must-win game.
I mean, it's Champions League, and how you're playing at the minute, you're not getting through to anything.
No, you don't really don't. United team's going to turn up, do you?
But saying that, I'm still going with a United win. I'm going 3-1.
3-1. I'll go 2-1 United.
2-0?
2-1.
Okay. That's it for the main Champions League fixtures. Next is Europa League. On Thursday the 9th, we have Ajax and Brighton.
Ajax and Brighton. Tough Ajax. I'm going to go for an Ajax win there, 2-0.
Oof.
Bit harsh, I know.
I'm going to contrast that and say 2-1 Brighton.
All right. I'm going for the home win. Or the away win, in this case.
What's the next game, Dad?
Is...
Well, I've got...
Who have you got?
For the main one, I've got Toulouse.
Oh, Toulouse. Yeah, Toulouse at home to Liverpool.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly like Liverpool, never have done. Obviously, I'm a United fan. But Liverpool always turn up for the European games.
Yeah.
They always do. 1-0 Liverpool.
Okay, I'm going 2-0 Liverpool. Okay, the last main one I have is West Ham versus Olympiacos, or however you say it. You found it?
What group is it?
How's it not there?
I don't know. So,
Right.
Arsenal Olympiacos.
Yeah, West Ham at home. Where are Olympiacos from?
I don't know, but I know Arsenal are going to beat them. I'll beat them 2-0, I bet you.
So 3-0.
Yeah.
So that is it. I'm gonna
What was next on the agenda?
I'm gonna quickly go through some football news. So I want to see your take on this. So as you know, Mac had just sacked Mark Duffy.
Yep.
That was about last week. and I think it was Monday or Tuesday this week, we announced that Steve Bruce will be manager.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know this, but I didn't know that Steve Bruce was, what's his name's son? Can't remember his name. We were saying this literally like 2 days ago. What's his name? I have Alex Bruce in my head, but it's not.
Steve Bruce.
Yeah, what's his dad's name?
Is that Steve Bruce?
If I got it wrong then, I don't know how. But I think it's Alex Bruce, who we've signed, then
Yeah.
Steve Bruce's dad.
We need to get our facts right.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
About that, guys.
So yeah, we recruited Alex Bruce,
Mm-hmm.
who is Steve Bruce's son.
Is this his first time management, or
Um,
has he managed anywhere else? Do you know?
I don't know. I think it is his first time. Actually, no, it isn't, because I've seen somewhere that he manages another team with his dad.
Right,
I
okay.
can't remember who it was. So assistant coach Sammy McElroy and head of goalkeeper Dean Baker and head of recruitment Jimmy Holmes has left also. And Steve Alex will be joined by Phil Bardsley as assistant head coach, Paul McGuinness as head coach,
Okay.
and Dan Tennant as head of recruitment.
Right.
So that's a big
shift, big
Yep.
change.
Now, we played on Tuesday, and it was a win. And it was their first game, and it was a win, so pretty good.
Yeah. They needed a result, didn't they?
Yeah. We're playing away tomorrow. So I want to see how all the players are with new management in an away kind of setting.
They're going to want to impress with the new boss, aren't they?
Yeah. So next up, I got this from the Daily Mirror. They said United need 50 million if they want to sack Erik ten Hag.
Ouch.
What do you think about that?
Ouch. That's a lot longer, that is. But, what's the less of the two evils? They'd have to find a replacement for him.
Yeah. If they were to sack him, who would be like your top? Like, who'd be top of the list to replace him?
You need somewhere like a Roy Keane type in there. A bit like Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
What? Bit of authority.
Who would that be, though?
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think you definitely need someone who knows the club and who know like how the team's going to like play and advance forward and whatever. Who that could be, I don't know. But yeah.
I can't think of any names out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll find somebody if they're not going to stick with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one. This is from the Times. Premier League are investigating Chelsea over the secret transfer-related payments over the scrutiny of the transfers of William and Samuel Eto'o.
News to me. Sorry, I haven't read that one, Beau.
So I put this down a few days ago. Now, I don't know how I feel about this because this was in the Roman Abramovich era, and we all know what happened to him. So I'm a bit iffy on it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how I think.
I think there'll be a few teams getting fined this year for certain misdemeanors.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just going to be Chelsea.
Next, Thiago Silva, who plays for Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
He's 39 now, and he says the end of his career is approaching. Now, I don't blame him on that one because he's 39. He's nearly 40.
What's he going to do? Is he going to retire, or is he going to go and make some big bucks over in Asia or America?
I reckon he's going to retire.
Yeah.
I think he'll have to. I think I saw that two of his sons play for Chelsea, so I don't think he'll be full on leaving for good.
Still have some association with the club, won't he?
Yeah. Now this next one is a big one. So you know the Jadon Sancho saga thing.
Yeah.
took you a minute to understand that. So Jadon Sancho's been training alone in the training ground, and there's been no movement in anything going on. So Ten Hag wants a public apology from Sancho after he accused him of lying after he dropped him from the squad when they faced Arsenal, which was September the 3rd.
Yeah, there's definitely a rift there between the player and manager, isn't there?
Yep.
No two ways about it.
So that's really it, to be fair.
Okay.
Moving on to my favourite sport, football. Formula One.
F1.
Yeah. So we'll go through what happened with last week, which was the Mexico GP. We didn't watch this one, did we?
No, missed it. It's one of my favourite tracks.
Yeah. I don't actually remember watching it last year, you know. I don't remember at all. But we'll just go through some bits of what happened. Yeah, I'm going to go through that.
I wasn't sure whether you got it on screen now.
So, Mexico was just passed, with Max getting the 16th win of his career. No surprise. And Lewis and Charles got second and third.
Yeah. But yet again, I mean, look at the gap between first and second.
I know, yeah.
14 seconds. I mean, who's catching that driver?
Yeah.
Nobody's.
What are you looking at? You're looking at
results.
Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico results.
You're looking at the race times. Yeah. Anyway, Lando got 5th after he started 17th.
Oh, that's good.
So that's decent for Lando.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then Oster got 8th, which is good. That's still in the point zone.
Yeah.
Daniel Ricciardo got 7th.
I know.
In the Alpha Tauri.
Yeah. Big talking point that was.
So yeah, Perez crashed in lap 1, turn 1 on his home race.
Who is that with? Was it a Ferrari?
What, Perez?
Yeah.
He's a Red Bull.
No, I saw his cargo flying through.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
Who really tangled up?
Yeah, so I read up on this. Perez crashed with Charles Leclerc, so it was a Ferrari. And I saw Charles Leclerc's interview after the race, and he said he had nowhere to go, so he had no choice but to
do what he did.
Yeah. Magnussen crashed into the barriers, which caused a red flag.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the results here. I mean, both Aston Martins retired.
Yeah, they did. Said
Is that I don't know. I haven't read the news on that one.
I don't know why Alonso retired, but Stroll was sent spinning by Bottas after an overtake. I don't know about Alonso, and Logan Sargent, my favourite American, had to retire.
Yeah, that Williams is sort of.
Yeah. So as we said, Perez crashed, which was caused by Leclerc, and he claimed he had nowhere to go.
Well, I'm sure we'll have heard something by now if there was a.
Yeah.
The FIA decided that it was his fault.
Yeah. And then in FP1 in practice 1, 5 teams had F2 drivers in one of their cars. So we had Ollie Behrman driving in the Haas, and he placed 15th, and he placed above Alonso, who was in 16th. So that's a bit interesting to see. And then we had Isaac Hadja in the AlphaTauri and placed 17th. Jack Doohan in the Alpine and placed 18th. Frederick Vesti in the Mercedes and placed 19th. And Theo Pourchaire in the Alfa Romeo and placed 20th.
This is definitely your fault. I don't watch
it. You know me talking about.
I mean, I know Ollie Behrman because I know you talk about Ollie a lot.
Yeah, I watch.
He's a good up and coming driver. I do know that because I've watched a little bit of him.
Yeah, I watch F2 as well as the F1 because I love watching young drivers coming up and trying to
the field, make it to the top.
So this weekend is Brazil, and it's the last race of the 3 race weekends in a row. And it's the final sprint weekend of this season. So George Russell won it last year, with Lewis and Carlos Sainz on podium. So who will win it this year? Or probably Max Verstappen, but...
Yeah, probably Verstappen. I'm just looking, actually. We've got the first practice P1 results in.
I think it's qualifying at 6 o'clock tonight, so I won't be able to watch it.
So they're still doing the practice then. I mean, at the minute, practice 1, Sainz 1:11.7, Leclerc 100th of a second, literally, and Russell. So yeah, that's pretty tight there.
Wait, Hulkenberg 4th?
Yeah. It's only practice 1, isn't it? I mean,
Sargent got 9th.
Verstappen 16th.
Oh no.
Norris and Piastri. Oh, your favourite Piastri.
No.
20th.
Both of the McLarens 19th and 20th.
They'll get that sorted. It's only P1. I'm sure you'll see them firing up the year.
So yeah, it's qualifying this evening. And that however they end in Q3 will set the grid for the race. Then tomorrow's sprint shootout and sprint.
Oh, they're doing that again, are they?
Yeah.
Is that tomorrow evening?
So last bit. Red Bull have obviously already won constructors.
Mm-hmm.
They're far ahead, 700 odd points. But Mercedes and Ferrari are close. With Mercedes at 371 and Ferrari at 349. So there's going to be a bit of...
I think Mercedes have got that second place in the bag.
You think?
Yeah. They're still just that little bit stronger than Ferrari.
Then obviously with Max already won the Drivers' Championship. Perez is second with 240 points. I don't know how that's happened.
No, I don't either.
Because Perez has just been...
Yeah, they crashed
awful.
Yeah.
Perez has been awful this season.
So... You got Lewis Hamilton behind him, I bet you, have you?
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton behind with 20 points. behind Perez.
Yeah. And he's
So
not going to catch you.
I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited for how this is going to go. So yeah, that's it for the podcast.
Okie dokie.
Make sure if you enjoyed the podcast, make sure you give it a like and subscribe.
Yep.
And follow on Spotify. You all know the drill. I will be back vlogging sometime next week or the week after. So yeah, that's it from us two.
Okie dokie. Well, bye bye from Dad.
Right. See ya.